Welcome to Today's Lost Souls, where we remember and honor those who have recently left us. Our channel is dedicated to sharing the stories, legacies, and final moments of individuals who have made an impact on the world in their unique ways. Whether it's the loss of a beloved public figure or someone whose life touched the hearts of many, we bring you thoughtful reflections and respectful tributes. Join us as we celebrate lives, cherish memories, and keep their stories alive. Bill Melton, former Major League Baseball player, passed away at the age of 81, leaving behind a profound legacy in the sport, especially with the Chicago White Sox. Melton was a dynamic power hitter who made a significant impact during the 1970s, a pivotal decade for baseball. Born on January 24, 1947, in New York City, he developed an early love for the sport, participating in various athletic activities during his youth. But it was baseball that captured his full attention. After excelling in high school baseball, Melton was drafted by the Chicago White Sox in the 1965 MLB draft. His professional career began with the White Sox in 1968, when he made his major league debut. Like many young athletes making their way to the big leagues, Melton initially faced challenges. However, he quickly established himself as a valuable asset for the team. His raw power at the plate became his defining trait, setting the stage for what would be the most productive years of his career. In 1971, Melton had his breakout season, one that would define his career. He hit 33 home runs, a career high that still stands as one of the greatest single-season performances in White Sox history. That same year, he earned a spot in the American League All-Star Game, a testament to his emerging status as one of the league's most exciting young players. His power-hitting ability made him a key figure in the White Sox lineup, and he quickly became one of the team's most beloved players. However, despite his impressive abilities at the plate, Melton's career was often hindered by injuries. The wear and tear of professional baseball took a toll on his body, and Melton struggled to stay healthy through much of the 1970s. While he had his fair share of moments, including several clutch performances, his injuries limited his overall contribution to the game, and he was never able to fully replicate the success he experienced in 1971. His career home run total ended at 161, and he also recorded 518 RBIs, with a 247 career batting average. Although those numbers don't place him among the all-time greats, they reflect a solid, if sometimes interrupted, career. In 1977, Melton's playing days came to an end after a brief stint with the California Angels. He retired with a sense of unfulfilled potential, but his time with the White Sox cemented his place in the team's history. His impact on the team and on the sport cannot be overstated, particularly during a time when baseball was evolving with the rise of new talents. His home runs, particularly the 33 he hit in 1971, remain an unforgettable moment in White Sox lore. After retiring from baseball, Melton's connection with the sport continued through broadcasting. He became a familiar voice in Chicago, offering insights and analysis as a commentator for the White Sox. His perspective as a former player brought credibility and depth to his broadcasts, and fans appreciated his connection to the game. Bill Melton's passion for baseball remained evident in everything he did, whether on the field or in the booth, and his enduring influence is still felt by the White Sox fan base today. Though Melton's playing career was marred by injuries, his contributions to the game of baseball are lasting. He was a pioneer in many respects for power hitters during his era, and his performances still stand out in Chicago's sports history. His legacy is also carried forward by his impact on the younger generations of players and fans who continue to look up to him as an example of perseverance and talent. In retirement, Melton was also known for his charitable work, using his platform to support various causes, particularly those related to children and community development. He was a positive role model both on and off the field, dedicated to giving back to the community that had supported him throughout his career. His work in broadcasting after his playing days allowed him to maintain a close relationship with his fans, sharing his knowledge and love for the game with future generations. Bill Melton's passing at the age of 81 marks the end of an era for Chicago White Sox fans. While he may not have reached the heights of some other baseball legends, his contributions to the sport, particularly as a slugger, will be remembered for years to come. Melton's legacy is one of resilience, power, and dedication to the game, ensuring that he will always have a place in the hearts of baseball fans, particularly those who followed the White Sox during the 1970s. Kelly Powers, a distinguished news anchor for Fox News, passed away at the age of 51, leaving behind a legacy in the world of journalism. Powers was known for her professional demeanor, deep understanding of global issues, and impeccable delivery of breaking news stories. Her work as an anchor earned her a place in the homes of millions of viewers. Her calm and reassuring voice provided a sense of clarity in the often chaotic world of news broadcasting. Born and raised in the United States, Kelly Powers had an early interest in media and communications. She pursued a degree in journalism, attending one of the top journalism schools in the country. Powers demonstrated a natural aptitude for storytelling, and her passion for current events became evident early in her career. After graduating, she began her professional journey in local news, where she honed her skills and built a reputation for thoroughness and accuracy. Her breakthrough came when she joined Fox News, a network that was rapidly becoming one of the most prominent names in broadcast journalism. Powers' sharp intellect, quick thinking, and calm under pressure quickly made her a standout figure in the newsroom. She became known for her ability to distill complex stories into accessible and engaging segments, making even the most intricate issues relatable to her audience. This skill earned her accolades from both peers and viewers alike. During her tenure at Fox News, Kelly Powers covered some of the most significant global events of her time. From political elections to international conflicts, Powers was at the forefront of reporting on events that shaped the world. Her coverage of national disasters, such as hurricanes and wildfires, demonstrated her ability to convey critical information with authority and compassion. She was a constant figure in times of crisis, providing viewers with timely updates and reliable news coverage. But it wasn't just breaking news that Kelly Powers excelled at. She also gained a reputation for in-depth investigative reporting. Powers conducted interviews with world leaders, experts, and ordinary people who were affected by major events. Her investigative pieces were thorough, well-researched, and presented in a way that balanced journalistic integrity with a deep understanding of the human element involved. Powers' ability to ask the tough questions without alienating her subjects was a hallmark of her interviewing style. In addition to her work as an anchor, Kelly Powers was also an advocate for ethical journalism. She often spoke out about the importance of unbiased reporting, objectivity, and the responsibility that journalists have in shaping public discourse. Her commitment to journalistic standards and her passion for uncovering the truth made her a trusted figure in the industry, and she mentored many young journalists who sought to emulate her professionalism and dedication. Throughout her career, Powers was awarded numerous accolades, including several prestigious broadcasting awards. She was recognized for her excellent work in news reporting, with special attention paid to her coverage of major political events and her contributions to special news segments. Powers' ability to remain calm and composed, even during the most intense news cycles, was often praised by her colleagues. She was a role model for many aspiring journalists who admired her poise, integrity, and commitment to delivering the truth. Beyond her work as a journalist, Kelly Powers was known for her personal generosity and kindness. She was deeply involved in charity work, supporting causes related to education, children's health, and mental health awareness. Powers was dedicated to making a positive impact on her community, both through her work and her charitable endeavors. She was known to speak at events aimed at encouraging young women to pursue careers in media, always promoting the importance of education and hard work. Her passing has left a significant void in the world of journalism. Fans, colleagues, and those who admired her work mourn the loss of a woman who spent decades committed to delivering the truth to the public. While Kelly Powers will be remembered for her professionalism, warmth, and ability to navigate the complexities of the modern news landscape, it is her integrity as a journalist that will define her legacy. In the years to come, Kelly Powers' influence will continue to be felt. Her work set a high standard for news anchors and journalists everywhere, and her commitment to fair, honest, and empathetic journalism will serve as an inspiration for generations to come. While she may no longer be with us, her voice continues to echo in the halls of journalism, where her work continues to inspire those who strive to tell the stories that matter most. Jon Landau, the celebrated American film producer, passed away at the age of 66, leaving behind a monumental legacy in the film industry. Best known for his work on some of the biggest films of all time, including Titanic and Avatar. Landau's career spanned over 4 decades, during which he redefined what was possible in cinema. His work not only changed the landscape of modern filmmaking, but also inspired countless filmmakers and actors to push the boundaries of creativity and innovation. Born in the United States in 1957, Jon Landau showed an early interest in cinema. He was fascinated by the way films could capture emotions, stories, and visions, bringing them to life in a way that was universally understood. Landau studied film in college, learning the ins and outs of production, direction, and storytelling. However, it was his unique ability to collaborate and his relentless pursuit of excellence that would ultimately make him a prominent figure in Hollywood. Landau's career began in the late 1980s, and it was during this time that he first collaborated with director James Cameron, which would become one of the most iconic partnerships in film history. In 1991, Landau joined forces with Cameron on Terminator 2: Judgment Day, a groundbreaking film that set new standards for visual effects and action filmmaking. The film's success opened the door for many other collaborations between Landau and Cameron, culminating in their joint efforts on Titanic. Released in 1997, Titanic became one of the most iconic and profitable films in history, earning 11 Academy Awards, including Best Picture and Best Director. The movie, which told the tragic story of the RMS Titanic's ill-fated voyage, was a massive undertaking that pushed the limits of what could be achieved in terms of visual effects, set design, and storytelling. Landau's expertise in bringing Cameron's ambitious vision to life played a pivotal role in the film's success, both critically and commercially. Not content to rest on his laurels, Landau continued to innovate in the industry, collaborating once again with Cameron on the groundbreaking 3D film Avatar, released in 2009. The film's visual effects, combined with its use of 3D technology, redefined the movie-going experience. Avatar became the highest-grossing film of all time, surpassing Titanic, and solidified Landau's reputation as a producer who was not afraid to take risks and invest in cutting-edge technology. His dedication to quality and innovation helped shape the future of film and altered the way audiences viewed cinematic experiences. Throughout his career, Jon Landau maintained a strong commitment to storytelling and cinematic artistry. He understood that film was not just about entertainment. It was about connecting with people, telling stories that resonated on an emotional level, and capturing the essence of the human experience. This philosophy guided every project he took on, from his early work in the 1980s to his groundbreaking achievements in the 2000s and beyond. Beyond his work with James Cameron, Landau also produced a variety of other notable films. He worked on Aliens, 1986, True Lies, 1994, and The Abyss, 1989, all of which were hugely influential in shaping the action and science fiction genres. He was a producer with a keen eye for talent, an understanding of audience expectations, and a passion for pushing the creative envelope. Despite his fame and success, Jon Landau remained humble and focused on the craft of filmmaking rather than personal accolades. He was known for his collaborative spirit and his ability to work closely with directors, actors, and crew members to create something truly special. His leadership style was one of mentorship and encouragement, always helping those around him to reach their fullest potential. In addition to his work in film production, Landau was a passionate advocate for the future of cinema. He was heavily involved in promoting the use of new technologies, such as 3D and virtual reality, and he believed that these innovations could take the film industry to new heights. His work with Avatar set the stage for the future of immersive cinematic experiences, and his contributions to the advancement of film technology will continue to influence filmmakers for years to come. Jon Landau's passing marks the end of an era in Hollywood. His contributions to the film industry were not just limited to his own projects, but also to the larger cultural landscape of cinema. He changed the way films were made, how audiences experienced them, and how stories were told on the big screen. His legacy will live on in the groundbreaking films he produced, in the careers of those he mentored, and in the countless filmmakers who were inspired by his work. Landau's influence in the industry is undeniable, and his impact will continue to be felt in the years to come. He leaves behind a legacy that is rich in creativity, innovation, and the love of storytelling. While his death is a profound loss to the film industry, his work will continue to inspire and shape the future of cinema for generations to come. Al Fitzmorris, the former professional baseball pitcher, passed away at the age of 76, leaving behind a lasting legacy in the world of Major League Baseball. Known for his remarkable career with the Kansas City Royals, Fitzmorris made a significant impact on the mound during the 1970s and is remembered for his dedication, resilience, and contributions to the game. His professional journey not only inspired a generation of baseball fans, but also set a benchmark for young athletes hoping to make their mark in the sport. Born in 1947 in New Orleans, Louisiana, Al Fitzmorris grew up with a love for sports, particularly baseball. His natural athleticism and competitive spirit made him stand out from a young age, and it was clear that he had a future in the game. After excelling in high school baseball, he went on to play for the University of New Orleans, where his talents were further developed. Fitzmorris's ability to control the ball, his consistency on the mound, and his strategic thinking made him a formidable force as he advanced in his career. In 1967, Fitzmorris was drafted by the Kansas City Royals, a team that would become synonymous with his name. He made his MLB debut in 1970, and it didn't take long for fans and critics to take notice of his strong performances. Fitzmorris was known for his excellent pitching mechanics and his ability to keep hitters off balance. He often relied on a combination of fastballs and breaking balls to keep batters guessing, making him one of the most respected pitchers of his time. Throughout his career, Fitzmorris was praised for his durability, his work ethic, and his ability to step up in crucial moments. Fitzmorris spent the majority of his career with the Royals, where he became an integral part of the team's pitching staff. He was known for his consistency, frequently starting games and maintaining a solid ERA year after year. His presence on the mound gave his team a sense of security and confidence, and he was often called upon to pitch in high-leverage situations. His leadership in the clubhouse was equally important. Fitzmorris was a mentor to younger pitchers, helping to guide them through the challenges of professional baseball. His approach to the game was one of professionalism and determination, qualities that earned him the respect of his peers. In 1977, Fitzmorris enjoyed one of the best seasons of his career. He posted a 3.28 ERA and became one of the Royals' most reliable pitchers. His performances that season helped solidify his place in the history of the team, and he was instrumental in the Royals' continued success during the late 1970s. Although he wasn't always the ace of the staff, Fitzmorris's ability to consistently deliver strong performances made him an essential piece of the Royals' rotation. And while his career in the major leagues may not have been as long as some of his contemporaries, Fitzmorris made an undeniable impact. Over the course of his 10-year career, he pitched in over 200 games, earning a reputation as a steady and reliable pitcher. He retired from baseball after the 1979 season, having spent the majority of his career with the Royals, with brief stints with the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago White Sox. Despite not achieving the level of fame as some of the greatest pitchers in history, Fitzmorris's contributions to the game of baseball were far-reaching, and his role in the Royals' success during the 1970s is still remembered by fans of the team today. After retiring from baseball, Fitzmorris continued to be involved in the sport, serving as a coach and mentor to young players. His love for the game never waned, and he remained an active figure in the baseball community. He spent time working with local youth teams, teaching the fundamentals of pitching and the importance of discipline and hard work. Fitzmorris also participated in Royals alumni events and was a familiar face at the team's spring training sessions, always eager to share his knowledge with the next generation of players. Al Fitzmorris was more than just a baseball player. He was a role model, a mentor, and a symbol of the hard-working, blue-collar ethos that defined the Kansas City Royals during the 1970s. His humble approach to the game and his dedication to improving his craft left a lasting impression on his teammates, coaches, and fans alike. He may not have received the same level of recognition as some of his peers, but within the Royals organization and among baseball insiders, Fitzmorris was highly regarded for his contributions to the team's success. Fitzmorris's passing marks the end of an era for the Kansas City Royals. While his name may not be as widely known as some of the team's other greats, his impact on the franchise and on the game of baseball is undeniable. His legacy will live on in the memories of fans who watched him pitch during the golden years of the Royals, and in the stories passed down by the teammates and players he mentored throughout his career. As the baseball community mourns the loss of Al Fitzmorris, it's clear that his contributions to the sport will not be forgotten. He may not have achieved superstardom, but his legacy as a reliable pitcher and a respected figure in the game will continue to resonate for years to come. In the world of baseball, that is the true mark of greatness. Wayne Northrop, a celebrated American actor, passed away at the age of 75, leaving behind a career that spanned multiple decades and touched the hearts of television viewers. Best known for his prominent roles in soap operas, especially Days of Our Lives, Northrop's acting career was marked by his versatility, charm, and ability to bring complex characters to life. His contributions to television left an indelible mark, making him a beloved figure in the world of daytime drama. Born on March 31, 1948 in Oregon, Wayne Northrop developed an interest in acting at a young age. His journey into the entertainment industry began with a desire to create and perform, leading him to pursue formal training. After studying at the University of Washington, where he honed his acting skills, Northrop set his sights on Hollywood. He quickly began landing roles in TV series and films, showcasing his ability to tackle diverse roles with ease. His early career was marked by guest appearances on various TV shows, where he quickly gained a reputation as a talented actor with a knack for bringing depth to his characters. However, it was his role as the beloved character Roman Brady on the long-running soap opera Days of Our Lives that truly catapulted Northrop into stardom. Joining the show in 1981, Northrop quickly became a fan favorite. His portrayal of Roman Brady a tough yet caring character with a complicated past, resonated deeply with viewers. As Roman, Northrop became a central figure on the show, involved in numerous storylines that captivated audiences. His dramatic performances, particularly those in intense moments of love, loss, and betrayal, earned him widespread recognition in the soap opera community. Northrop's time on Days of Our Lives was marked by his compelling chemistry with fellow cast members, which helped elevate the drama of the show to new heights. His character's tumultuous relationship with his on-screen wife, Marlena Evans, played by Deidre Hall, became one of the central narratives of the series. Viewers were drawn to the emotional roller coaster of their relationship, which ranged from passion and devotion to heartbreak and separation. Northrop's portrayal of Roman Brady helped define the soap opera genre in the 1980s, solidifying his place as one of daytime television's most memorable actors. Though he became synonymous with his role as Roman Brady, Wayne Northrop's career was not limited to one character. In addition to his work on Days of Our Lives, Northrop appeared in various other television series, including guest roles on shows like The Fall Guy, Dynasty, and The Dukes of Hazzard. These appearances allowed Northrop to showcase his versatility as an actor, playing everything from tough guys to charming heroes, always with a distinct flair and a strong presence on screen. Throughout his career, Northrop's dedication to his craft and his natural charisma were undeniable. His acting was always grounded in emotional depth, whether he was playing a hero or a villain, and this ability to evoke powerful emotions in his audience made him a standout in the competitive world of daytime television. He had an uncanny ability to make every role feel personal, making his characters feel both relatable and unforgettable. Despite his success in the soap opera world, Northrop was also known for his humility and grounded nature. He never took his fame for granted and remained deeply connected to his fans throughout his career. His reputation off-screen mirrored the qualities he portrayed in his roles: kind, generous, and always willing to engage with those who admired his work. Northrop's personal life was characterized by his strong relationships with his family and his love for his craft. He was married to actress Lynn Wenzel, and the couple had 2 children, whom Northrop cherished deeply. After leaving Days of Our Lives in 1984, Northrop briefly returned to the show in the early 2000s, reprising his role as Roman Brady for several story arcs. His return was met with enthusiasm by fans who had followed his character for years. The nostalgia and emotional connection to Roman Brady were evident in the positive reception to his return, reaffirming his enduring impact on the series and its viewers. In addition to his work in television, Wayne Northrop was involved in other creative endeavors, including theater and film. He continued to take on various projects throughout his career, always staying true to his passion for acting. Even as his time on screen became less frequent in the later years, Northrop remained a respected figure in the entertainment industry. Wayne Northrop's passing marks the end of an era for many Days of Our Lives fans who have fond memories of watching his character, Roman Brady, navigate the ups and downs of life. His legacy as one of the finest actors in the soap opera genre will continue to live on, and he will be remembered for his impeccable skill, his iconic portrayal of Roman, and his lasting influence on television. Beyond his television career, Wayne Northrop's legacy is also defined by the impact he had on his fans, peers, and fellow actors. His work set a standard for future generations of soap opera actors who looked up to him not only for his talent, but also for his professionalism and work ethic. In the world of daytime drama, Wayne Northrop's contributions remain a significant part of its history, and his influence will not be forgotten. In the years to come, Wayne Northrop's memory will continue to be celebrated by fans and loved ones who remember him as an actor who gave everything to his craft, enriching the lives of all who had the privilege to watch him on screen. His legacy as Roman Brady, as well as his contributions to the entertainment world, will remain cherished by those who grew up watching his iconic performances. Shelley Duvall, the iconic American actress and producer, passed away at the age of 75, leaving behind a rich legacy in the world of cinema. Known for her distinctive voice, quirky persona, and unique characters, Duvall's career spanned several decades, with her performances often standing out for their vulnerability and emotional depth. She became one of the most memorable figures in Hollywood during the 1970s and 1980s, celebrated for her ability to bring to life unconventional, offbeat characters in a variety of film genres. Born on July 9, 1949, in Fort Worth, Texas, Shelley Duvall was always an artistic soul, drawn to the world of performing arts from a young age. Though she initially studied at the University of Houston, her passion for acting soon led her to move to Los Angeles in the late 1960s, where she began to build her career. It wasn't long before Duvall's quirky charm and unconventional beauty caught the eye of film directors and casting agents. Her early career saw her appear in small roles in films like Brewster McCloud, 1970, and McCabe and Mrs. Miller, 1971. But it was in her collaboration with director Robert Altman that Duvall truly began to gain recognition. Duvall's breakout role came in 1975 when she starred in Altman's film Nashville, playing a small-town housewife. Her performance was noted for its authenticity and subtlety, and it quickly became clear that Duvall was an actress who could bring immense depth to even the most understated roles. This performance helped her land other significant roles in Altman's films, including Three Women, 1977, a film that would become one of the defining works of her career. Duvall's portrayal of Millie Lamoureux, a confused and self-absorbed woman, was both haunting and profound, earning her critical acclaim and a nomination for a Golden Globe Award. However, it was her role in Stanley Kubrick's The Shining, 1980, that cemented Duvall's place in cinematic history. Cast as Wendy Torrance, the terrified wife of Jack Torrance, who descends into madness in a remote mountain hotel, Duvall delivered a performance that has become one of the most iconic in horror film history. Her portrayal of Wendy's fear, vulnerability, and desperation under the immense psychological strain imposed by her husband's unraveling mental state was nothing short of extraordinary. However, her experience making the film was not without its challenges. Kubrick, known for his demanding directorial style, pushed Duvall to extreme emotional limits during filming, and the toll it took on her is well documented. Despite these hardships, Duvall's performance remains one of the most remarkable in the genre, earning her a place among the greatest actresses in cinematic horror. Following The Shining, Shelley Duvall became a fixture of both the silver screen and television. She starred in Popeye, 1980, alongside Robin Williams, where she played the role of Olive Oyl. The film, directed by Robert Altman, was a departure from the intense dramas she had previously been known for, but Duvall's eccentric and comedic portrayal of Olive Oyl once again showcased her versatility as an actress. She continued to appear in a variety of films throughout the 1980s, including Time Bandits, 1981, and The Portrait of a Lady, 1984. But her roles in these films never quite reached the same level of notoriety as her earlier work. Beyond her work as an actress, Shelley Duvall became an influential figure in the world of television. In the late 1980s, she took on a new role as a producer and host for the children's anthology series Fairy Tale Theater, which aired from 1982 to 1987. The series featured live-action retellings of classic fairy tales, with Duvall herself acting as both the narrator and executive producer. The show became beloved by audiences and received critical acclaim for its unique approach to storytelling, often featuring celebrity guest stars. Duvall's creative vision behind fairy tale theater earned her a reputation as a versatile and inventive television producer. However, As the years went by, Duvall's career began to slow down. While she remained a beloved figure in the entertainment industry, her personal life began to take a toll on her professional one. By the mid-1990s, Duvall had largely retreated from public view. She made sporadic appearances in films and television, but did not return to the industry with the same frequency as she had in previous years. In 2002, Duvall made an emotional return to television with the reality series Shelley Duvall's Bedtime Stories, where she read bedtime stories to children, returning to her nurturing persona that had become so beloved during her earlier career. Shelley Duvall's journey through Hollywood was not without its challenges. Her unique style, distinctive voice, and willingness to take on unconventional roles made her both an admired and a controversial figure in the entertainment industry. While her time in the spotlight may have been shorter than many would have liked, Duvall's contributions to the film and television world have left an indelible impact. Whether playing a distressed wife in The Shining or a whimsical fairy tale character in fairy tale theater, Shelley Duvall's diverse talents and ability to bring complex, unconventional characters to life will always be remembered. In her later years, Duvall stepped away from acting, citing personal reasons, but her legacy remains an important part of Hollywood history. She was celebrated not just for her unique contributions to cinema, but also for her resilience in the face of personal and professional difficulties. Shelley Duvall was not just an actress. She was a force of nature, known for her unparalleled ability to bring something new to every character she portrayed. Her legacy in both film and television continues to be an inspiration for actors and filmmakers alike, and she will always be remembered as one of the most distinctive talents to have graced the screen. Robert Watts, a veteran American film producer, passed away at the age of 79, leaving behind a profound impact on the film industry with his decades-long career in Hollywood. Watts was renowned for his pivotal role in the production of several iconic films, including the Star Wars series and the Indiana Jones franchise, which made him a key figure in the world of blockbuster cinema. His contributions to the movie industry were instrumental in shaping the modern landscape of cinema, particularly in the genres of adventure, science fiction, and fantasy. Born on May 16, 1944, in the United Kingdom, Robert Watts initially pursued a career in engineering before shifting his focus to the film industry. His passion for storytelling and film production led him to work as a production assistant in the early 1970s. As he gained experience, Watts began to build a reputation for his keen organizational skills, meticulous attention to detail, and ability to handle complex productions. His big break came when he was brought on as a producer for Star Wars, 1977, George Lucas's groundbreaking space opera that would forever alter the trajectory of Hollywood filmmaking. As the associate producer for Star Wars, Watts played a crucial role in managing the massive production, coordinating the logistics, and ensuring that the film's groundbreaking special effects were executed flawlessly. Star Wars went on to become one of the most successful films of all time, and Watts's contributions were essential to its success. He was brought back for the sequels, The Empire Strikes Back, 1980, and Return of the Jedi, 1983, cementing his role as a key figure in the Star Wars franchise. His work on these films established him as one of the most respected producers in Hollywood. In addition to his work on Star Wars, Watts's career also included major involvement in the Indiana Jones series, where he worked as a producer for Raiders of the Lost Ark, 1981, and its sequels. Under the direction of Steven Spielberg and alongside legendary producer George Lucas, Watts was integral to bringing the thrilling adventures of Indiana Jones to life. The success of these films further solidified Watts's reputation as one of the leading producers in Hollywood, and his ability to manage large-scale productions with precision became his trademark. Throughout his career, Robert Watts worked on numerous other high-profile films, including The Goonies, 1985, The Temple of Doom, 1984, and The Last Crusade, 1989. His influence on the adventure genre cannot be overstated, as his ability to craft visually stunning and emotionally engaging films left a lasting legacy. In the years following the Indiana Jones and Star Wars films, Watts continued to work in the industry as a producer and executive, with his final production credits appearing in the 2000s. Despite stepping back from major productions in his later years, Watts's influence on the filmmaking process and his creative contributions to some of the most beloved franchises of all time remain immeasurable. Robert Watts passed away on February 9, 2024, after a brief illness, leaving behind a remarkable legacy. He is remembered as a masterful producer whose work defined the modern blockbuster and who played a critical role in the creation of some of the most iconic films in Hollywood history. Watts's work will continue to inspire future generations of filmmakers and moviegoers, and his legacy will live on through the films he helped bring to life. Randal Malone, an American actor, passed away at the age of 61, leaving a career filled with both television and film roles that captivated audiences for over 4 decades. Known for his versatility and depth, Malone became a beloved character actor whose presence graced many popular television shows and films, particularly during the 1980s and 1990s. While he may not have been the leading man in every role, his performances were always notable for their authenticity and emotional resonance. Born on April 18, 1962, in Los Angeles, California, Randal Malone began his career in the entertainment industry in the early 1980s. His breakthrough came when he landed a guest role on the hit TV series Hill Street Blues, 1981, a gritty police drama known for its complex characters and groundbreaking storytelling. Malone's portrayal of a troubled young man caught up in a world of crime struck a chord with both critics and viewers, marking the beginning of a successful television career. He continued to appear in various popular TV shows such as L.A. Law, 1986, and The X-Files, 1993, where his performances were often praised for their nuance and emotional depth. Though Malone was primarily known for his television work, he also appeared in numerous films, particularly in supporting roles. His filmography includes The Lost Boys, 1987, a cult classic horror film about teenage vampires, where he played a pivotal role that earned him a fan following. Malone's ability to balance drama with moments of levity made him an invaluable actor in genre films, where his characters were often emotionally complex, providing contrast to the larger-than-life protagonists. His career was defined by his willingness to take on diverse roles, from law enforcement officers to tragic characters caught in the web of personal conflict. Despite his success, Malone was known for his humility and dedication to his craft. He was never one to chase the spotlight, preferring instead to let his work speak for itself. He appeared in over 50 films and TV shows over the course of his career, earning a reputation as a consummate professional who could bring life to any role, no matter how small. His performances were often understated, but they carried an emotional weight that resonated deeply with audiences. Malone's ability to convey vulnerability, strength, and humanity made him one of the most respected character actors of his generation. As the years went by, Randal Malone's presence in film and television became less frequent, but his legacy remained strong. His fans continued to admire his body of work, and new generations of viewers discovered his performances in classic reruns and streaming services. Randal Malone passed away on January 15, 2024, after a long battle with health issues. His death was a great loss to the acting community, but his legacy lives on through his impressive body of work. He will always be remembered as a true professional and a gifted actor who could bring depth to any role he played. Jonathan Haze, an American actor and writer, passed away at the age of 80, leaving behind a career that spanned over 5 decades in the entertainment industry. Best known for his role in the cult classic Little Shop of Horrors, 1960. Haze's performances were often marked by their eccentricity and energy, making him a standout in both the horror and comedy genres. Over the years, Haze became a beloved figure among fans of B-movies and genre films, where his performances often delivered a unique blend of charm, humor, and a touch of the bizarre. Born on February 15, 1944, in New York City, Jonathan Haze grew up with a passion for acting. He began his career in the early 1960s, initially working in small television roles and theater productions. His big break came when he was cast in Roger Corman's Little Shop of Horrors, a low-budget horror comedy film that would become an enduring cult classic. Haze's role as Seymour Krelborn, the bespectacled and neurotic florist who becomes entangled with a man-eating plant, remains one of his most iconic performances. The film's quirky and absurd humor, coupled with Haze's endearing portrayal of Seymour, earned him a devoted following, and his name became synonymous with the film. Following Little Shop of Horrors, Haze continued to work with Roger Corman on a variety of films, particularly within the horror, science fiction, and comedy genres. He appeared in films such as The Beast with a Million Eyes, 1955, and The Wild Ride, 1960, where his performances were often marked by his ability to bring a sense of earnestness to characters who found themselves in outrageous, often outlandish situations. His roles were typically supporting ones, but his characters often stole the show with their eccentricities and distinctive personalities. In addition to his work as an actor, Jonathan Haze also had a career as a writer and producer. He worked on several scripts, most notably for low-budget genre films, and often collaborated with Corman, whose influence on his career was undeniable. Haze's contributions to the film industry, particularly in the world of B-movies, helped shape the landscape of independent cinema, where filmmakers often had to make the most of limited resources to create something memorable. As the years went on, Haze's appearances in films became less frequent, but he remained a beloved figure among genre film enthusiasts and those who appreciated the creativity and charm of his performances. Jonathan Haze passed away on March 7, 2024, but his legacy lives on through his work, particularly in Little Shop of Horrors, which continues to capture the imaginations of new generations of fans. Haze's contributions to the world of B-movies, his eccentric characters, and his unforgettable performances have secured his place in film history. Thanks for watching Today's Lost Souls. If you found this tribute meaningful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories and reflections on those we've lost.